And we're here live in Atlanta, Georgia, getting ready for the big unveil. And before we do anything, as you can see, mass and music is here live, right in Atlanta, in front of the Purple Door Salon on Edgemont Avenue. Who do I have here with me, and which band do you represent?
I'm Sheehan Fabulous, and I'm representing Classy Waves.
Okay, can you tell me a bit about your costume?
Well, we're here with like the butterflies, it's like the enchanted forest, and it's just about beauty in the earth.
Okay, now I have to ask, who is your mask captain for today?
My name is Keith, and we're by ClassyWaves.com.
Okay, and what is one of the favorite things that you would say you enjoy about being a Caribbean national in Atlanta? Dancing. Could you do one little walk up the way? Okay, I put her on the spot. I'm just joking with that. But can you tell me about your costume, because it's slightly different from the other? Well, thank you ladies so much for joining me out here. And as the ladies make their exit, I'm going to bring in our co-host for this evening. He's a gentleman that you guys in Jamaica may know very, very well. He's also the MC for tonight. Needs no introduction, but I will give him an introduction. Yolato Sam, as the ladies are exiting. I would have held them a bit longer for you, but you know, you Jamaican guys have a reputation. You take all the ladies.
Oh, really? Well, ladies and gentlemen, I can tell you, today is going to be special. As Tia just told you, we're about to unveil something amazing, something innovative, something that Atlanta and the world has yet to see. So I hope you're ready, because when we go inside, it's about to take one step up. It's about to become even more entertaining. And I can promise you, Tia, it's something that we've all been waiting for.
Now, you just made that icing on the cake taste deliciously. Do me a favor and tell me what you think they're going to unveil, because we know that Dwight Eubanks, international man of fashion from Atlanta, also one of the cast members of Real Housewives of Atlanta, has something to do with it. We also know that ACBA, Atlanta Caribbean Carnival Band Leaders Association, has something to do with it. So when you combine those two elements, what do you think?
Well, I can tell you, I personally think that it means that Atlanta Carnival is going to show something unique. I mean, when you go around the world and you see the different types of carnival there are, you always think, what is special about that particular carnival? And with Mr. Eubanks coming on board, I can tell you it's going to take an even more special kind of texture here in Atlanta. But I can't tell you exactly what just yet. You'll have to stick around and stay tuned to find out.
Rumor has it may have to do with fashion. Just possibly.
Possibly. Knowing Mr. Eubanks, it might just.
Well, speaking of fashion, this hair came all the way from the Bahamas. Grand Bahama. I promised you guys I was unveiling something tonight. So, Anthea Bullard, she did her thing from the Hardware collection. And I think she did an awesome job. She sewed it by hand in one day. She got it to me, thehardwarecollection.com. And this is just a taste of what the Caribbean has to offer. You know, we just don't do costumes as it pertains to Carnival. We also do something stylish and ready to wear. And look at this, we've got another masquerader coming forward. And I'm going to let you do this because you're taller than me,
okay.
So you go right ahead with this one.
All right, so we have one of our amazing stills walkers here. Can we get your name and tell us what band you're representing? Oh, so we have the Jumbi King here, ladies and gentlemen. Can you tell us what's so special about your costume and why Atlanta is the place where you can see things like this and only things like this?
My costume represents the Caribbean. It's a tropical. So therefore, pretty much a trio.
So, if you could give us some movement, let's see, if you were out on the street right now, chipping down the road, what would we see you do? Can you show some of your best moves right now? Without a beat, acapella, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. One of your best moves.
This is original. This is original. Right here.
Okay.
There you go. Ready?
Ready, let's go. Here we go, ladies. Hey! Ladies and gentlemen, only here in Atlanta, at the Purple Door, can you get entertainment like this. I'm telling you, it's about to get even better. I hope you're ready, because I surely am. Thank you so much, Christopher. All right.
That's just a little bit. That's tip of the iceberg.
Just the tip of the iceberg. Come on, Miss Tio, right now. So Miss Tio, are you ready for tonight?
I don't think I am. But you know what? As a lady in media, you know what? Why don't we just take a walk over here? If the cameras can follow us. As you can see, Media Massive is here, and we've got so many representatives, and the camera can just zoom by. And we've got representatives inside. And I don't know if you can see, but they've got
The energy and something that Mr. Brand has always been known for is making choices that people wouldn't generally make. And as you can see, ladies and gentlemen, taking a step up and ensuring why.
This big unveil tonight has got to do with fashion. And you see that, you know, Caribbean ladies, we just can't behave no matter where we go. In front of wife, she's shaking up herself.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is something amazing. This launch is something that Atlanta has yet to see, and that is going to make Atlanta Caribbean Carnival one step closer to being the premier carnival in the United States. So I'm going to hand back over to Ms. Tio.
And I'm very, very, very excited to know who's on the carpet right now. And Mr. Eubanks,
Hello.
we have a surprise tonight, and nobody is hinting what it is.
Well, that's good. That's the mystery about the evening. We want to keep it. It's a private unveiling. That's what this evening is all about. And I'm excited about being here at the Purple Doors in the historical area of the area. We're excited about it. And just hold your horses. You know, we got some exciting information. As you can see, it's all about Atlanta Caribbean Carnival International something. So
Now, it has Dwight Eubanks Productions behind that, and we know that name packs a punch. A little bit of hint for our hundreds of viewers, thousands of viewers in the Caribbean.
You know, when it comes to Eubanks Productions or Purple Door Productions, it's always going to be exciting. And that's what this evening is all about. This is just a little bit. You got the red carpet entrance. You have the beautiful butterflies that flying in from all over the world. You have the still walkers. You have wonderful, incredible foods. And of course, a party can't be a party without a good cocktail. And we know the Caribbean people all over the islands love to party. So, you know, we got the hookah going and the other little things going on that the islands do. And I'm excited about it. You know, I love traveling the islands. So I feel like, I'm from Atlanta, native, but I feel like I have Caribbean blood in me. I have to, because whenever I'm in the islands, I feel like at home. You know, from the different herbs and the natural fish and going in the forests and the jungles and the banana fields and all of those things that I love. You know, I love, you know, just being a part of nature. And there's no other place better than nature than the islands. So that's what this whole, just a little bit of what this whole thing is about, is letting the world know what the islands have to offer. So this is just the beginning of that, and we want to, I want to share that. You know, all of my experiences has been in the islands, whether it was in Puerto Rico or St. Lucia, Dominican Republic, St. Thomas, Croix, I mean, it's just all of it, Jamaica. You know, those are wonderful places. You know, I remember Jamel and I was in Aruba several years ago, and went out on this private island, and there was nobody there. It was just a relief to just be free, you know, and creative people can really understand that, because you have to go and get recharged when you are constantly giving out energy, and it's something about the islands that just gives you that creative space.
So, speaking about energy and creativity, you're known around the world for your fashion, and today you have not disappointed in any way, shape, or form. So can you have a idea of what inspired this look and what define you as a fashion guru here in Atlanta?
Well, it's just my traveling. Like I just stated, I get inspirations from everywhere that I go. Whether it's walking down Fifth Avenue in New York, or 8th Avenue in New York, or in Harlem. I was just in Harlem a couple of weeks ago, and I tell you, Harlem is just really. I got so much inspiration from just being there, watching the people out at restaurants. Harlem was so much fun, really. It made me think about Harlem back in the 40s and 20s. The way that men started from the front, I couldn't believe it. I tell my clients now that women really have to step it up because the men in Harlem was just, they were over the top. Hats and the linen suits, the linen blazers, the ascots. they were sharp as you can get. The women were okay, but the men just, they just had it together. So it tells you a lot where we're going with fashion. The men start taking a little bit more time than women to pull themselves together. I think fashion is turning around, and that's what we're spreading the word about. And it's a change. We've gone through a phase, but now it's more open doors to the next season.
So, ladies and gentlemen, you heard this first. Here with Mr. David Dwight,
that's
who
okay.
has given you the inside scoop on everything that is about to happen. You know it's about to deal with fashion. You know it's about to deal with the Caribbean Carnival here in Atlanta. And you know it's about to be exciting, it's about to be entertaining, and beyond everything else, it's about to look better than anything you'll see anywhere else. So ladies and gentlemen, once again, Mr. Dwight here at the Purple Door in Atlanta. Let's go back over to Ms. Tia.
And before we go, we would love to introduce some of your fine stuff here at the Purple Door. And I know Jamel is
McDowell.
So I feel you.
See how colorful she is. It's all about the hair. It's all about the expression. It's all about the feeling. You can't have fashion without makeup, without hair. So it's a marriage. And this is what we do here at the Purple Door. We've been in the business for over 30 something years. We've been at this location how long?
It's been 10 years at this location. We started out in Buckhead and West End and Glenwood Avenue, Warren District. This has been historic district for me, and we're very, very proud.
Now, what are some of the services you offer? Because people think it's only about hair. You guys are so much more than that.
More than just hair. We do community service. We have our domestic violence program for veterans and students.
As you mentioned, that's just one of the charities that we work with. We work with CDC, and we just finished a program with CDC, HIV awareness and AIDS, of course, domestic violence and diabetes. Diabetes is something that's really affecting our community. So we have to constantly beautify individuals. When you're not healthy inside, it's hard to do that on the outside. So that's what this whole thing about. It's been total. And that is, when you have your health, you can do other things, but without your health and strength, it will limit what you can do. So it's all about informing people of what's going on, particularly in our community.
Right? And they're not hinting, Yolanda, at all.
I don't think they are, and I think they have a specific reason why they're not hinting, ladies and gentlemen. This idea is so amazing that we can't give it to you just yet. I'm sure you can hear that beautiful music playing in the background that represents the rock, the groove, the vibe of the Caribbean, which we all just had a nice conversation about. In a few minutes, we're going to be moving inside, and we're going to give you a taste of the elegance of the Purple Door, how good it looks, what the ambiance is like, and we get that much closer to revealing the big secret.
So you know what? She's hiding over there, but we're going to take the camera to her, and thank you both so much.
Thank you.
But I'm coming right in this corner to interrupt her conversation. Yolanda, do you know this lady?
I think I know this lady.
Are you certain you know this
I
lady?
think I might be, because you can't mistake the hair. You can never mistake the shoes.
Oh,
because
hold on. There's a Antigua stamp on her
and I
somewhere.
think it's not must
Okay.
be on her at some point. But ladies and gentlemen, this is Miss Patricia Henry. She is the president of the Atlanta Carnival Carnival, and she has done such an amazing job over the years of bringing to Atlanta the essence, the spirit, the vibe of the Caribbean Carnival. So Pat, tell the people, or if you may or can, give us a hint as to what we might be getting into tonight.
No one is telling us. We're relying on you.
You guys got to stay tuned. What we're about to reveal is going to be huge for the Caribbean. And as you guys know, I'm from Antigua. So I live in Atlanta, but the entire Caribbean. And what we're going to do tonight, you guys have to stay tuned.
You know what? You all are not fair. And I don't think you're in the Caribbean because you know all of us in the Caribbean, we like sit. A little bit. Come on.
We did a little sit. I kind of put it out there. Hairdresser, if you're into jewelry design, if you're into fashion design, then you need to stay tuned for what we're about to reveal tonight. It's all about reality, baby.
Now see, she did that again. This is the fourth or fifth time for the night we heard that word, reality. So, we got white hair. We got Caribbean. And I was told to import a dress. And I did from a Bahamian designer, the Hardware Collection. And so, I'm trying to figure out what is this. Because we got white, we got reality, and we heard the word fashion.
Wait, we also have another critical element that I don't think you
Let's
mentioned.
hear it.
That element is what? Carnival. I think that is also another term. That's the biggest one there. Ladies and gentlemen, fashion, reality, carnival. Those three things together, stamped on by the name of Mr. White Eubanks, could only mean one thing, and I think we're getting that much reality.
This word reality, you know what? We have Media Massive in the place. They've been documenting, and I don't think they found the reality yet. So please.
You guys will have to wait. I'll give you another 15 minutes before we do what take place tonight. And it's going to keep happening the entire Caribbean. And I know we have the Ministry of Tourism looking in. Hey, Doreen, hi, Priscilla. Hope you guys are
Hold on.
watching.
Did you say we have the Ministry of Tourism as in the Caribbean Tourism Organization?
Yes, we have the Caribbean Tourism Organization tuning in. We have Red Sea Tourism tuning in. And all the different Caribbean islands, they're tuning in tonight because they're also curious as to what we're about to do this evening.
Now you mentioned tourism and foreign people tuning in. Right here beside me, believe it or not, we got the Vice Consul General, Robert Pindo from the Bahamas. How is it that you got all these fashionistas, carnival people, and now diplomats in the building? Pindo, what are you doing here?
Well, you know, I received an invitation to be here. Caribbean people, I thought it's really ultimate, as my mandate is to deal with cultural development, but also cultural presence here. I'm Caribbean speaking.
Okay, so we got diplomats, fashion, what else you got?
We have diplomats, we have masqueraders, we have fashionistas, and then we have the president of the Atlanta Caribbean Carnival. I am trying to put things together, and I'm not sure if I have the right idea, but I think this is supposed to be a global. Does that work? Global.
And who better than to have a diplomat here from Bahamas? As you know, the Caribbean Tourism Board on Bahamas is the one that we need to get
That's
to.
right. Now, okay, Vincent Vanderpool Wallace, in case you didn't know, one of the tourism for the Bahamas. Did I send you here to find out what's going on?
Well, actually, I'm very head of the university, and our current minister of tourism. And if everybody knows that he's the person that he likes to bring all aspects of culture. And I think the easy is the culture. Look at me, guys. Look at me. Culture is culture. And again, like I said, I'm kind of here in the Atlanta area. We're going to push forward the One more time. Look at me, guys.
Take you guys in the ride. We have a lot of people excited. We have food.
try and make her way through here. As you can see, this pretty lady here, Miss Karen, is here at the door. Miss Karen, tell us about these beautiful young ladies you have right here behind you and what they represent.
These are the
Oh wow. Ladies and gentlemen, that's the amazing thing about Carnival. It's not just for those who are 21 and up. It's not just for those of you from the Caribbean. It's for everybody. From 5 years, 7 years, all the way up. Everyone can take part in Carnival. And I'm smelling something. And if Miss Pat was just correct, and Tia was just correct, it smells like reality. So let's go inside. Let's see what we see inside. What you're hearing are the amazing sounds of Caribbean culture. It's soca music, something that you can't get anywhere else in the world, ladies and gentlemen. And guess what? It's right here in the Purple Door. As you can see, the Purple Door is an excellent place to have any kind of event. It's beautiful, it's spacious, and most of all, it has some scenery that you can't see. Follow me this way. Now, as you can see, they're getting ready to have some music. I don't know if you can see me, but the reason Carnival is so amazing is because when the music hits you, you see this move right here? These 2 steps are what keep you. Are you having fun?
Yes, I am.
Are you sure you're having fun?
I'm sure.
Tell me a little bit about yourself and what you love about Carnival.
I love Carnival. My name is Sherry from Mystical World of Enchantment, and I love Carnival.
Okay, why is it that you love Carnival?
I was raised up on Carnival. I was always playing mass in parades.
Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, you just heard it. Carnival is not something that you just pick up. It's something that you're raised in. It's something that you're brought up in. And the colors represent anything from festivity to happiness to joy. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what Carnival is all about. Everybody is trying to keep their cool at this point, ladies and gentlemen. They're trying to figure out what tonight is all about, but at the same time, enjoy themselves. We're trying to hold our breath, but at the same time, be more than ready. We're gonna walk around here. Excuse me. Hi, how are you? Can I have your name, please?
My name's Lynn Collins.
Oh, nice to meet you. How are you doing today?
Great.
Are you excited for tonight's event?
I am, absolutely.
Okay, do you know anything about Atlanta Carnival? And if you do, what is it about Atlanta Carnival that you like?
Well, I'm from the Bahamas and I love Junkanoo, and so this is the closest thing that comes to Junkanoo, and so I love anything to do with the Caribbean.
Okay, all right, so how long have you been here in Atlanta?
Since October.
Since October. So, did you get a chance to experience Carnival this year?
I have not. So
You have
I'm
not.
definitely looking forward to it.
Okay, so this reveal is going to tell you what to expect in May, aren't it? Isn't
Yes,
it?
I'm really
Okay.
looking forward to
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, you heard it here.
I understand we have a hotelier here.
Oh, we do.
We do. And she's right behind you.
And we
You know
just
what? We're going to sneak right over.
and
This is Lynn. Yes, from the Bahamas.
we just interviewed her at that.
Lynn from Green Turtle Key in the Bahamas. She's one of the top hoteliers in the Caribbean. This woman has a vast amount of knowledge. So what do you feel about coming out here tonight?
This is great for me. Like I said, I'm from the Bahamas and I love Junkanoo and Carnival and being a part of the Caribbean community. I couldn't ask for more.
Couldn't ask for more. But you know what? I'm hungry now, so why don't you lead me over there? Let's see what we have.
Over to the food we go. So, I'm going to need someone that can help me talk about all this amazing food. Can you come around for me? Hi, how are you doing? Can I have your name, please?
Margarita.
Margarita, how are you doing?
Awesome.
You're awesome. Are you excited to be here tonight for this launch? It's a very secretive launch.
Very excited.
Okay, so you're here providing food. Can you tell us a little bit about your organization and what kind of food we have here tonight?
Okay, our organization is Caribbean Flavors. We originally started in 1993 right here on Edgewood Avenue. Yes, and my son, Chef Leroy, he's actually taken over the family business.
Oh wow! He doesn't look like your son. You don't look like you have a son. I can tell you that much. But can you tell us a little bit about the food that you have here? This amazing food.
We're serving some red peas, some pigeon peas and rice. And we've got the famous curry chicken. And we've got some steamed cabbage and some potato stuffing.
Okay, so tell me, and all the people listening, they know about Caribbean food, but they don't know just how good Caribbean food is. Can you tell them why Caribbean food is some of the best food in the world?
Because we take a little bit of spice from each Caribbean island and then we master it and make it with love.
Love is a key element to anything that you do, ladies and gentlemen. And Miss Margarita just let you know, love is always in Caribbean food. And I can promise you, ladies and gentlemen, that the day you have some Caribbean food is a day you'll never forget and you'll always want more.
And we've got a lady here who I'm trying to get to. And she is noted in the Atlanta area as one of the top opera singers. But right now she is coming to join me a little closer so we don't get too many people in our view. And I have to say, every time I see you, you look flawless. This is how I hope to grow down, because you're not growing up at all.
Thank you.
Everybody to you.
My name is Leslie Christopher, and I am originally from Bermuda, here in Atlanta, making it.
Made it. Not making it, she has made it in so many ways. Now tell me, what do you love about these carnival atmosphere activities that are taking place throughout the city, not just Memorial Day, but so often throughout the year?
I love the spirit. It's part of my heritage. I'm originally from Bermuda. My father was from St. Kitts, so I've got family in Nevis and St. Kitts. So it's going back to the roots. It's reconnecting. But it's joyous, it's fun. Every time there is a get-together, it's just a party atmosphere.
Party atmosphere. Well, thank you so much.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, come this way. We're about to get interesting. So, you can see here, Miss Pat has no idea that we're right here. She's trying to sort out something special, right? Do what you're doing.
I'm here with my DJ.
Who's your DJ?
What's your name?
DJ Empress.
Ladies and gentlemen, where are you from? Tell the people where you're from.
Well, I come from a little island where they say out of many we are one people.
Jamaica.
So let me tell you something. It's not every day you have two Jamaican people on the mic, right? And let me tell you. People say that Jamaican women are the best women in the world, right? Can prove it. Tell them why Jamaican women are the best women.
Okay, well, I'll take partial credit for tonight. But the reason why they might say Jamaican women are the best, because the curry chicken tastes nice.
Yeah.
Our white rice tastes good.
Yeah.
And it has butter in it.
Yeah.
That's all I have to say. That's why.
Thank you guys.
That's exactly why.
Start the show now. Everybody's patiently waiting. I know we have people over in the islands looking on. So we're going to get ready to start now.
Okay, so you heard it. We're getting ready to start. So at this time, I'm going to bring to the microphone the president of the Atlanta Caribbean Carnival Bandleaders Association, a woman representing Antigua, a woman comparable to no one else in the world. Her name is none other than Miss Patricia Henry. Miss Patricia Henry, how are you doing tonight? Okay, so Miss Patricia Henry, tell us, or give us some information about what we're about to find out. Can you do that?
Sure. I'm going to bring up my business partner, Mr. Dwight Banks. I would like right next to me, so we'll talk about this at the same time. So once I reveal this exciting news that you guys have been waiting on, and it's going to impact the entire Caribbean. And when Dwight Banks came to me after Carnival with the idea, it was wonderful. And you know, we ran with it, we talked to the Ministry of Tourism, and they love the idea. So we're about to reveal to the entire Caribbean of the world what you guys have been waiting on, right?
This evening is about fashion and beauty, and that is what I do. Okay, so this evening is all about Atlanta Caribbean International Fashion Forum. This is an organization that I formed just some months ago for being in the Carnival, being the Grand Marshal, and I was inspired. So through my traveling, I have seen some really great and talented people, and that's what this forum is about. It's bringing designers together. It's bringing designers together from the Caribbean islands. We know who the major forces are in the fashion industry, but there are so many minority designers that's out there that have not had the opportunity. So what I put together is a fashion competition. The fashion competition is inviting all of the Caribbean islands to be a part. Along with the tourism board, we want to make a marriage between the tourism board and the islands. We don't have to go as far as China for manufacturing, but we want to explore the possibilities of manufacturing in some of these islands. I know some islands that are doing some things, some wonderful things and amazing things. I know some designers that are on the international platform that are doing some other things, but there are so many other designers that we don't know about. So this competition will go from all the islands. It will climax in May 2014 during the Atlanta Caribbean Festival Carnival. The night that the final finale will be is May the 22nd at the Western Peachtree Plaza, which is the host hotel. So what we're doing is going to the islands. We will have a minimum of 12 to 24 competing. Those competitors that would have won from the different islands will come to Atlanta to compete. You can't have a fashion show without models. The models can't have a fashion show without hair and makeup. So it's a marriage. It's a marriage between the models, the fashion designers, hair and makeup. So whatever designer that have won in the particular islands will come to Atlanta to compete with their model, with their hairdresser, and their makeup artist. They will come to Atlanta to compete for the grand prize. The grand prize is not just winning a trophy and some money, but it's about exploring the possibilities and sharing your talent with the world. It would be going from there to trade shows, to merchandising, and getting your samples manufactured, and ultimately getting your goods and where? To department stores and to boutiques. Editorial is crucial in this. I'm really excited about it, and we're doing a 3-minute spot with the islands and highlighting, because each island is totally different from the others. And we want those islands to highlight what makes them special. So when we come to the islands, the first time we'll come out to scout to see who are the real models, the faces, the hair, the makeup artists, and the designers. We'll film that, we'll bring that and edit it, and all of that will be a part of the final finale right here in Atlanta, Georgia. We do have some major designers here tonight. We have the Atlanta Art Institute present. We have celebrity judges, which I have put together a panel of 24 judges from all over, not just from the United States, but international. People that have made a huge contribution in fashion. But Atlanta is the background. It is really setting the stage for a whole lot of other possibilities. And I thank Patricia for the opportunity to merge this vision with the Atlanta Caribbean Carnival Festival.
Yes. Thank you, Mr. Eubanks. And we want to stress, because the majority of the folks here, you know what's important in the islands. Who could tell me?
The alcohol.
No. No. Who could tell me what's important in the islands? Somebody said it. Tourism. Tourism is our main industry, and that is our focus. What we're doing, we're taking this on another level. It's going to be a reality show. We're going to work with camera crew, and we're going to get into the islands, and we're going to have this competition among the different fashion designers. So with tourism being the main industry in the islands, it helps to promote each island. And everyone here in this room that have never been to the Caribbean, after seeing this show, you guys will be in the Caribbean. And another opportunity that Mr. Eubanks mentioned is that you don't have to drive, 16 hours to China? I've never been there. But you could just take a flight, 4 hours, into the Caribbean to get merchandise, and we have the same thing in the Caribbean to offer, just like any other islands. So this is what we wanted to reveal to you this evening. And I know we have the Caribbean Tourism Board. Hello, Mr. Reed Whitlock and Ms. Silver Bramble. We've been meeting with them, and I know everyone is tuned in tonight to see what we're about to reveal. So thank you guys. We have the Carnival, some of the guys from the Carnival. Here they're going to showcase their costumes because, as Dwight mentioned, this is going to be a part of Atlanta Caribbean Carnival, and this competition is going to take place during the week of Carnival. And as he said, it's May 22nd at the Westin Peachtree Atlanta Hotel, and after that we're going to have an after party, which is an all-white party. So sit back, relax, and enjoy. And at this time we'd like to take questions because I know you guys have questions.
Well, right before that, I think there's a beautiful picture that's supposed to be unveiled, isn't there? So I'd like, if both of you could move over, and on the count of 3, we're going to fully unveil it. Everybody, are you ready to count with me? Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Ladies and gentlemen, here it is. It is the unveiling of the Atlanta Caribbean International Fashion Forum logo. And this is the official logo that you will see representing not just the competition, but the forum itself. And we're going to open the floor up now for any questions that anyone might have, as Ms. Henry has said. But once again, it is an amazing opportunity for Caribbean designers, hairdressers, makeup artists around the Caribbean to showcase their talent. So,
before we do that, I think we have in here a diplomat from the Bahamas here. We'd like to introduce him.
Hello.
And ladies and gentlemen, all the way in his new position as the Vice Consul for the Bahamas Consul General in Atlanta, who I guess I'm going to also reveal is one of the top actors and by far one of the best operatic vocal persons we have to offer, Mr. Robert Pinder.
Thank you.
And I understand he brought along one of the top hoteliers in the Bahamas from Green Turtle Key, Miss Lynn. She's somewhere around here, but we'll excuse her. But Mr. Pinder and someone from your post, I'd like for you to bring remarks.
Good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
Good evening, everybody. Good evening. Right, you're on the right page now. It is certainly a wonderful pleasure as a person or a people from the Caribbean to be here this evening with this wonderful gesture by Mr. Dwight Eubanks, is it?
That is correct.
You know, we always try to say that everywhere you go in the Caribbean, especially people on the islands, we're tired of selling sun, sand, and sea. And it's about time that we sell the other fabric, cultural fabric of our varied countries. You know, in the Bahamas just recently, I don't know how many of you were following, but two of our young Bahamian top designers. Well, they won the top designer in Jamaica, and they went on to London. Mr. Theo Seeley and Mr. David Thompson, and they won both in first and second positions. And so with this upcoming actually designed product that Mr. Eubanks is introducing, I think it's a wonderful gesture and it actually extends the cultural and tourism fabric, because as the Madam Chair said, tourism is a driving force behind the people actually in the islands. And so therefore, the Minister of Tourism, along with the Minister of Culture and the Prime Minister in his new venture, actually made me the first cultural and student attaché diplomat here in the Atlanta area and surrounding jurisdictions. So I'm looking forward to partnering with Mr. Eubanks and actually endorse that the Bahamas will be a part of this, because the Bahamas has many fashion designers. And, you know, so we're going to be a part of this because, you know, we're only an hour and 30 minutes away. And so, you know, we're going to put a little bit of Jonquillo in it, a little bit of the ambrosia fabric as well. So we're looking forward to come on to the Carnival expression here in May in a bigger way this time, because you have a cultural attaché that's going to make it happen for you. So therefore, I thank you for this opportunity.
Henry, let it be known, I got you. Bahamas beat Antigua as the first country on board. So you guys, we got you. And we also got another part of the Bahamas, and the term you're speaking about, the hoteliers. And you've got actually one of the top small hoteliers from the Bahamas, who's now a resident of Atlanta. She's still honeymooning, that's why she's glowing. I'm going to welcome Miss Lynn Collins over. Thank you. She's going to tell us a bit about how this will benefit, just like Mr. Eubanks said, all of the hotels within the Caribbean and that perspective.
Hi everyone, Lynn Collins from Green Turtle Key, Abaco in the Bahamas. Having spent all my life in the Bahamas and 32 years in the tourism industry, I know how important it is to everybody in the Caribbean. And I'm looking forward to being a part of the community here and hopefully representing the Bahamas. And if not the Bahamas, then the Caribbean. And I'm also I did all the buying for our boutique, and so I'm passionate about both tourism and fashion, so I look forward to being a part of it and interacting with all of you. Thank you.
So it is. And so it is. When you put it in the universe, it has to be the right thing. And I put this in the universe, and doors have just opened tremendously. I'm really excited about this. I'm excited about the marriage between Patricia and I. And Patricia just walked into my office this year and said, she was passing out flyers about the Carnival. And we started to talk, and before I knew it, I was in the parade. So, when you obey the higher power, the higher spirit, and follow his footsteps, and do what he says do, everything just works out. So, we're really excited about it because it's more than fashion and tourism. It's about creating jobs. When we talk about our people not working, these are ways that they could work. If it's making patterns, making samples, and manufacturing goods in the islands, along with the tourism board, this is what is going to make a difference in all our lives. I'm really excited about it, and this is just the beginning of it. So we start the tour in September, and we will go on, and we'll take a short break in November and December for Christmas, but we'll start back up in January. So we have all of these islands to visit, to do the competitions, to get them prepared for the finale right here in Atlanta, Georgia, at the Western Peachtree Plaza, May 22nd, 2014. It has been my pleasure to serve as your host, the Purple Door Salon. We have Celebrity Closets here this evening. We have the Atlanta Fashion Institute, Art Institute. So all of these people have come on board to be a part of this. I'm excited about it. And as I said earlier, drink up the cab. What am I drinking? It's something from the island. Can't call a cab. So call a cab and good evening and finish the wonderful foods that have been prepared for us. We'll take questions at this time. Anybody have questions?
Question.
Yes.
I would like to know if Guyana is included in that. Okay. I'm from Guyana and we represent the Caribbean, so we want Guyana to be included in this whole thing.
Well, we have sent out information to all of the islands. So like I said, we want a minimum of 12, but a max of 24. So whoever signs in first, it's first come, first served at this point. So, and if we have to, we can extend it, but it would have to take more than one day. And we call this a fashion forum because it's not about just the fashion shows during the fashion week. It's about educating people, bringing people together, your magazines, your advertising companies, your manufacturers, your equipment makers. It's bringing them together to let people know the possibilities that we can make a difference in manufacturing fashion goods. Everything that we wear, there are people that look like you and I that are making it. We know who the mainstream designers are, but we don't know the emerging designers that have very little talent but great creativity and great ideas. So we want to explore those. So as they said before, I don't know who quoted, a child shall lead the way. This is the way of leading the way, and it's helping them along. Do we have any more questions? Yes, sir.
Yeah, good evening. What's the possibility of having a designer
based in the U.S. but is of Caribbean origin, would he or she be allowed to participate? As long as they are emerging designers. But as I stated before, the competition will start in the different islands. So it's about the tourism board from those islands. So that would be a separate competition for designers that are already in the United States, but of Caribbean descent. So that is another phase of the competition. So to answer to your question is yes. Do we have any more questions?
And just to add to that, winners also, we're going to take them to New York in June for the Caribbean Fashion Show. And so there's a lot of things that we have. It's not just, like Mr. Eubank said, it's not just about the competition. We're doing this, it's a long-term relationship.
Yes.
We are married, we said we started off for 5 years, right? We got to deal with it for 5 years. You think you can handle that?
Can you handle it? It's not a question about can I handle it, can you handle all of it? This is a big boy party, it's not a little boy party. So you better be careful what you ask for. So that's why I always say you better be careful who you sleep with. So, you know, it's a commitment, you know, it's like, this is not, divorce is not an option, okay? Let's just put it like that. So we're gonna work it out. It's not gonna be an easy journey, but we already know that. But it's about communications and keeping the lines of communication open. And if so many other families in marriage would have just opened those doors and not shut them, we would have less divorce going on right here today. Do we have any other questions?
I would just like to support what Ms. Jordan said about Guyana. I mean, I'm into fashion designing myself, and myself and Ms. Jordan together, we're going to bring fashion from Guyana and show you guys what type of talent we work with.
Well, bring it. It's a competition, baby. It's a competition. And we've already got the first endorsement from Bahamas, so y'all better come on with it. Okay, don't be scared. Antigua. Okay, say good shot.
Antigua was a good first.
Okay, so on your track, Antigua is Bahamas. So, okay, so bring it on. We are ready for competition. Let's rumble.
Look who we got over here. You need to come here. You need to come next to me. Julianne Burkett. What you mean how I know your name? Ladies and gentlemen, this is the man who designed the logo. Now you put every single flag in CARICOM, every flag in the Caribbean. You not only got the islands, you also got the landlocked Caribbean islands and Caribbean nations like Guyana and all the rest of them that are a part of the continent. What went into your mind when you thought about creating the logo?
Well, tell you the truth, it's all by chance. That's all I gotta say. It's all by chance. I'm a Bayesian American, so I don't know too much, but I'm learning. I'm from Brooklyn, New York. My grandmother's from Barbados, so I'm just trying to get into my culture now.
And how has the journey been for you?
Say again?
How has that journey of getting to your culture been for you?
Oh, fantastic. Going to Barbados, going to Bridgetown, amazing. I'm not American. I'm not American.
After looking at that logo, you're definitely not American. You are Caribbean to the moon.
Hey.
Now your logo is about to be displayed around the world. What's
Wow.
that like for you?
It's amazing. I mean, hey, I don't know. It's just, I didn't think coming to Atlanta.
As you can see, Atlanta is certainly a place that you want to be. If you're Caribbean national, if you've got Caribbean heritage.
Slower, 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 slower. Take him down, take him down, take him down, take him down. Oh, low can you go? Oh, low can you go? Don't hurt him. Go easy. Go easy. Miss Karen, tell us a little bit more about yourself and the role that you play with the Atlanta Caribbean Carnival Band Leaders Association.
Well, my name is Karen David, and I'm the secretary for Atlanta Caribbean Carnival, and I'm pretty much Patricia's right hand.
And so everything from the jump, you have a say in it. Now, when you started this idea to come together with Dwight Eubanks, what was going through your mind?
It's a wonderful idea. It's a merging of American and Caribbean cultures. It's a wonderful idea.
And I know that having Carnival in the United States, representing the Caribbean, is always a tough task. But how responsive or receptive have the people here in Atlanta been to the Carnival?
They've actually been very responsive. The more that we go out and speak to people in the community, the less that they know that Carnival is even here. So by going out and talking with them and advertising and bringing them into our forum, they're loving the Caribbean culture. This year we had an increase just for the parade of 35% of people from Atlanta as well as from the rest of America. We also had an increase from the Caribbean. We had about 45% of our people came in from the Caribbean this year.
So, how long have you been with the ACCBA, and how long do you intend to keep this going? Because I know it must be stressful every year.
Well, 2013 made my third carnival that I've been the secretary for Atlanta Caribbean Carnival, and 2014 is going to make 4 years. And I'll be here as long as the Caribbean community will have me.
Okay, so the Caribbean community is not just represented by people in the Caribbean, it's people up here. Now, where are you from, Miss Karen?
Guyana.
Guyana. Now tell us, give us some interesting facts about Guyana, something that people might not know. Like, for example, do you know that Guyana has 365 islands comprised within the country itself?
That is true. However, within Guyana, you have a vast variety of population. You have Amerindians, you have Buck, you have Black, you have Indian, Portuguese, Spanish, Chinese, you name it, they're there. The indigenous of Guyana are so vast and so much, it's not even funny. We carry the largest portion of the Amazon in our country. We also have one of the 7 of the world, the Cayeta Falls. It's the tallest waterfall in America.
Wow. So now, if there's one thing you want people to get from Atlanta Caribbean Carnival, if there's one thing you want people to get to know about Guyana or Caribbean people in general, what would that be and why?
That be, we have a love for the culture, we have a love for the people, we have a love for the mass. And no matter how you try to keep a Caribbean person down, we won't allow it.
That's beautiful. No matter how you try to keep a Caribbean person down, we won't have it. That resilience, that fighting spirit is what Atlanta Caribbean Carnival is all about. And we're going to keep on giving it to you. Coming up May 24th, 2014. Now, once again, this is Miss Patricia Henry, a very dear friend of mine. Now, tell everybody out there how excited you are about the news, that the information you just gave away with Dwight.
I'm very, very excited. As you know, I love the Caribbean. Even though I'm from Antigua, I want to see everyone in the Caribbean succeed. And we have a lot of talents in the Caribbean. We have a lot of great fashion designers. And I think that the talent should be shown over here in the U.S. And that's the wonderful thing that we're doing.
Okay, so let me ask you, who approached you first? Was it you to Dwight or Dwight to you?
Actually, Dwight approached me. Dwight was my grand marshal, they say, in Atlanta Caribbean Carnival. And after Carnival, he kept calling my phone. So, but we were on road trip.
Yes.
We were doing some road trips.
We were doing some road trips. We were all over the place.
Right. So he got mad and he was like, "Woman, why you not picking up your phone?" So I told him, after Carnival, I usually support other carnivals around the United States. So we met and we had a meeting, and he came up and told me his plan, and I loved it because my greatest passion is supporting our Caribbean islands. Because as you know, tourism is our main industry. And anything to get people into the islands, I'm all game. And so when he brought the idea to me, I loved it. I jumped on board. I contacted the Ansing and Barbie, the tourism board, who put us onto the Caribbean tourism board. And we've been having meetings, and we're just happy, and we can't wait to touch on the islands. We're going to start touching down in September.
Okay.
And then October, and then November, it's Thanksgiving, Christmas. We're going to take a break. Then we start traveling again in January.
So about how long is this competition going to run? Is it just a 1 year thing, or is this going to happen every year?
No, it's not going to be a 1 year, because we want to give other fashion designers the opportunity. So we're merging the marriage for 5 years, and then anything could happen after that. But it's a reality show because we're having our camera crew. They're going to come to the islands with us, and then we're going to shot this to Bravo and other networks. So we're taking it to the full extent.
I hope that I will be included in these plans, but Miss Pat Henry has made all of this possible along with Dwight Eubanks Productions. This is something unique, something innovative, something brand new, and I'm more than happy that Miss Patricia Henry alongside Mr. Dwight Eubanks bringing two.
We've had so much fun. We've done so much, but it's about that time where we're gonna sign out. We're gonna go enjoy this music. We're gonna go enjoy the food. We're gonna go enjoy our culture. This is Yolata Sam.
See you next time.
And we're signing out all the way from the Purple Door. Thank you.
Visit us at www.atlantacarnival.org. Press releases, more information. We will find you, so you better find us.